Alright guys, welcome back once again to Redstone for Dummies. This week we are going to talk about the /particle command. It's a useful command used to spawn or summon all the different particles that are in Minecraft. So let's go ahead and talk about the syntax command first of all. So here's how the command goes. It always starts with particle with no S. Then you have to add what kind of particles you want. There is a whole list right here if you click on this annotation right here to go check out the Minecraft wiki to see all the different kinds of particles. There's also a link in the description below, but there is a ton of different particles you can use. I'm only going to show you guys a few of them just because I don't have all day long. Then you have to add the coordinates where you want to have your particles to spawn. And then XD, YD, and ZD are used to change the width and height of your particles, but we'll go over that in a moment. Then you have speed, which is there to allow you to change the speed at which your particles will behave. And then count, which is there to allow you to set how many particles you want to spawn. Most of the time you'll want to spawn a few of them because only one is not enough. So let's do a few examples. First off, we've got this red wool right here, and we'll be using its coordinates, which are these one, to set the spawn point of our particles. So let's first remove the red wool right here, and I'll be using this stone block just so we know where the particles are going to spawn. So let's do an example. /particle, and the first example will be using explode. Then you put in the coordinates, followed by how wide and how high you want your particles to spawn. For the first example, we'll be using just 1, 1, and 1, just to keep it simple. After that, we have the speed, which I'll keep at 0, which is the default speed at which you would see the particle in the wild in Minecraft. And then count. Let's say we want to have 50 particles. There we go. Then you press enter, and this is what you get. This right here. It's straightforward. You just use the command, it spawns the particles where you want them to go. Now let's talk about the XD, YD, and ZD. We'll use the exact same command, but this time we'll use 3, 3, and 1. So XD will be 3, YD will be 3 as well, and then ZD will stay the same. Then you press enter, and you get this. As you can see, the particles spawn in a much larger area. Now let's bring it back to 1, 1, and 1. And we'll do an example using the large smoke particle. And we'll spawn, let's say, 100. Then you press enter, it just looks great. Now let's try the note. We'll do the exact same command, but now using the note particle. Then you press enter, and voila! All of these will spawn. Now let's try it with the heart particle. You just put in a heart and keep everything as it is, and then you press enter. It's now starting to get really easy to understand. The command is quite simple. Choose your particle, the coordinates, how wide you want them to go, how high, and you just add the speed at which you want them to behave. Now let's do an example that will show you guys how the speed will affect the particles, or some of them. In this example, we'll be using the red dust particle. And then we'll spawn, let's say, 500 of them. Keep the speed at 0 for now, and then you press enter. And as you can see, all of these particles called red dust are red, obviously. But if we were to change the speed to, let's say, 10, these particles will have enough time to change colors, because they're supposed to change colors. But since their speed is only set to 0, their animation is not activated. But if we put it to 10, it's going to activate the animation, and then they will have enough time to change colors. So let's do this example. Same command, switch the speed from 0 to 10, and then you press enter. This is what you get. So all of these colors were there because the particles were changing fast enough for them to actually change colors before disappearing, because the speed was set at 10, but at 0 they weren't changing colors. Their animation wasn't activated. So now it is, and this is how the speed argument will affect the commands you guys will spawn. So like I said earlier, there's a ton of different particles you guys can use. I'm not going to show them all to you guys. You can check out the link in the description below the video, or click right here to go at the Minecraft wiki where it shows all of the different particles you guys can use. And with that, I think that does it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, please like the video, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to check out my Facebook page and my Twitter for updates on my new videos. And again, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good day.